Welcome, guys, to the first episode of A Woman's Point of View. I got a special guest here with me today. It's one of my online clients, and she's gonna come on today and talk about her journey. So I'm gonna let her introduce herself. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Rachel.
Right, cool. So we're gonna start off the podcast. I'm gonna start off every podcast and just give a bit of detail about yourself. How old are you? Kind of background, and then we'll kind of dive into the fitness a bit later as we go in. So
Okay.
yeah.
Right. Every time someone asks this question, my mind kind of goes blank. But yeah, I'm Rachel. I'm 27 years old. I work in healthcare. Yeah, and I'm just at the start of my fitness journey. I started working with Darnell about, I think it's like a couple months ago
I
now.
think about 3-4 months in.
Yeah.
How you finding it so far? Kind of balancing everything, work, fitness, life in general. How you finding it balancing everything?
I'd say it's going like when I first started, I think I was doing well. Like I was getting most of my steps. I was in a calorie deficit, and then I sort of
Going down. Why would you say that is? What happened there?
I got lazy. I'll be real. I got lazy. Like I saw myself making progress. I was like, oh wow. And then I just
You got gassed.
basically that's what happened. So now like got a few goals. I'm like, let's get back on it again. Let's see what I can do.
It happens. So like, everyone I work, even myself, sometimes fall off coming back from even Jamaica was kind of hard getting back in. So everyone has those spells and like going up and down. As long as you can get back to it and you've got some sort of routine, it's great to follow. So talking about going back to like growing up and stuff, did you have like any role models you looked up to growing up?
I would say my mum.
Okay.
Yeah, my mum, like, she's a hard worker. She's a hard worker. I don't know how she does it. I'm the opposite. She does a lot. And I should probably tell her that.
Yeah, send it this video when it comes out.
I say, yeah, mummy, I do appreciate you. I do look up to you. But when she puts her mind to something, she's going to do it. Even how long, it doesn't matter how long it takes. Or whatever barriers come in her way, she's gonna stick with it and she's gonna get it done. And I do actually really, really admire that about her. I need to tell her that. I need to tell her that.
You gotta take this clip out and send it to her. No, I love that because that kind of resonates with like fitness as well. Because or life in general, like you hit barriers, it's just about overcoming that. But no, I love that. I love that message. I love that. That's a good message. Just to kind of warm the convo before we actually get into like the main concept of the podcast, I'm just gonna ask you some quick fire questions.
Okay.
And this will be good for me as well because although we work online, we don't actually like get to sit down and talk like this. So it'll be good for me to kind of get to know a bit about you as well. All right, so we're gonna call this the quick fire round. So you've got 8 questions. You've got 5 seconds to answer. So
no pressure.
no pressure. So yeah, first question, AM or PM sessions when you like to train?
AM.
All right, cool. Oh yeah, by the way, some background. Where are you from? What country are you from?
I'm from Guyana. I'm Guyanese.
Hence, I just had to add that in there because there's some questions in there you think, why won't asking her this? But you understand. Bashment or soca? Soca. I knew you were going to say that. Alpha or lower body?
Lower.
Vibes, Cartel or Movado?
Vibes,
yeah. I'd just say the same as well. Nights in or nights out?
In.
Nights in, okay. Cardio or weight training?
Weight training.
This one, I'm interested to find out about this one. Rice or peas or white rice?
Rice and peas.
Rice and peas. Trust. What's your favorite and least favorite gym exercise? We'll start with the favorite. What's your favorite?
My favorite is right about now. It's actually the hip thrust.
Okay.
I'm enjoying that. I realize I can actually lift heavier
than
I thought I could. Least favorite. I want to say push-ups.
Push-ups, yeah.
I've been avoiding this.
I know you have. I was actually say push-ups, either pull-ups, either one of the two.
Yeah,
I was like, you're definitely going to say one of the two. All right, great. I thought that was a good one to kind of get to know a bit more about you. So in terms of your fitness journey, when was your first day in the gym? Like, do you remember that? Like, the maybe anxiety going into the gym, how many people there was in the gym, like talk us through that.
Yeah, so the gym I'm signed up to is a 24-hour gym. So I made sure I went in crack of dawn.
So no one's there.
No one's there. And you can actually see, I have the app here to see how many people are in the gym. So I was like, oh, 0. This is a good time to go. So I think I went at like 3 a.m. And I was like, where are you going at 3 a.m.?
Wait,
going
3 a.m.
Dead serious, 3 a.m.
I mean, that's a good mentality. Not good mentality to have, but it's a good technique to use, because it's like, what sometimes people do is they go into the gym, they see loads of people, and they'll just like hide run outside or like go home. So I thought that's good that you've done. All right, cool. So you've gone into the gym, 3 a.m. Was there people there?
People started coming like from like 4, and I was surprised. I was
okay.
Oh, I'm not the only person.
So you got there at 3. How was the session? What did you actually train that day on the first day? When was that though? That was when we first started, right?
Yeah,
so
that was in like May.
That was in May. So I would have been about 3-4 months ago.
I'm gonna say it was legs, because I love a leg day.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna say it was legs. It was hard.
Yeah.
I remember doing Bulgarian split squats. First time doing them. No like dumbbells, no weights, nothing. And the way my legs were shaking. I was like, no. I was ready to call it quits and go home. I was like, what is this?
The soreness is real when you first start. Okay, so you went in, and yeah. Even now, you still feeling it. Even me. So you had your session. How did you feel after? How did you feel after your first session?
Otherwise, I felt good. I was like, I'm glad I stuck to it, and I didn't just go home.
Yeah. You stuck to it. Okay, that's good. What advice would you kind of give somebody in that situation? Kind of that's skeptical and starting. What advice would you give like another woman kind of starting off in the gym?
I would say just go. Like, don't overthink it. You're not going to get everything right the first time, like you're a beginner. Everyone starts somewhere. When you see all these like big buff people doing all these amazing things, they will have to start somewhere at the end of the day. So just go, be consistent. If you're nervous or anything about going to the gym for the first time, really and truly, nobody cares. Like, generally, everyone's focused on their own workout. Like, nobody's looking at you. Unless you're doing something, you have to do something like extreme, like something crazy. But yeah, nobody cares. But if you're shy, I advise, do what I did. Go like maybe early morning or late at night when there's like barely anyone there.
Yeah.
Take a little walk around, see what's there, and familiarize yourself. But yeah, it'll be fine. It's okay. Just go for it.
Good. I love that you said that, because like, you see, even when I'm training myself, my self-awareness is like terrible. I'll be training and somebody I know could be there for ages, and they'll be like, oh, do you not see me? I'm like, I'm not here
exactly,
I'm here to just chat, crack on it and do my thing. So I feel like it's a good point that you said that, because I always tell women that as well, because I know how the fruits can be. There's loads of men there, you're just starting off, it's like, you don't know where to start, and also there's loads of people here. But what's funny is that the guys that are the biggest or whatever, they're actually the most friendliest, because they know how much it takes, and like you said, they remember their first day. They're actually the most helpful. So if you ask them questions, they'll just be like, oh, you can do it like this, you can do it like this. So that's actually great that you've actually mentioned it. And how much did the coaching platform help in terms of like having exercises there for you to kind of follow along that you had?
That really, really helped, because so prior to signing up with Darnell, I've been paying for a gym membership for about a year and a half. And I'd yet to step foot in the gym, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
I said, let's do some calculations. How much is your gym membership?
It's like, I think it's like £26.
And another question as well, for a year and a half, why didn't you like feel like I need to go in and step in?
I kept putting it off, procrastination, and because I didn't know what to do. Like, you go on like TikTok, YouTube, there's so much information out there, and every person is telling you something different.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's not specific for you. So I think that confused me as well. And I was worried about like having the wrong form, who would correct me, who would I ask? So it just like really got to my head, and I just ended up yeah.
And you kind of hit the nail on the head, because it's like there's so much information out there nowadays, and because it's all general information. Like I said, the workouts that are on there are not or routines, should I say, are not for you, for example. So like one plan that I have for you, for another of my female clients, it will be totally different because like your goals are different. You might have different injuries, you might have different needs that you need to cater for. So it's good that you started now though. So even like talking about, let's touch on social media a bit because you mentioned about TikTok and stuff. As a woman, do you feel like there's pressure and like body confidence in the way you look and everything? Have you ever felt like any pressure on that?
Yeah, 100%. Like the thing is, everyone wants like a big bum.
That's 99.9% of women that come.
Yeah, everyone wants. But even when we go to the gym, yeah, the girls are doing like leg day and like hip thrusts. When it comes to like upper body, I never see no. Women ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. You see the men there, but yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of pressure to look a certain way, to have like that sort of pear or hourglass shape. And also, something I noticed as well, like a lot of women are afraid to build muscle. They're worried about being seen as masculine, but you need muscle. It will help you, especially as you get older. You decrease in muscle, so build it now while you can. You're not. I think I seen like even so that was something I was worried about before, that I'm gonna look super bulky, but to get super bulky, you have to actually do a lot. Like lifting a little 10 kg or 5 kg isn't going to make you look like a bodybuilder. So it's fine. So I think with me, that's also been like a change in mindset. Like now I want to actually have muscle.
Okay,
like,
yeah,
I want to have muscle. Like, yeah.
I guess because you see the benefits of it. Because I feel like training gives you like many different benefits as well. I don't know if you saw, I posted on my story, like I think it was last month. It was actually a guy that I was training actually. He was suffering from depression and stuff. I won't go into it too tough, but he was suffering from depression and anxiety. And I didn't know because like sometimes people can bottle things up, like you never know. And then he moved back home to his country, I think like a couple weeks ago. And he was like, yeah, I was suffering from all of that, but the training actually helped. So I feel like people overlook, you look better, you get those kind of benefits, but you just feel better. Like, do you feel like you've had that since training? Yeah, you feel like you've had the benefits in training as well. I feel like that's why I always try and promote heavy on going to the gym because there's so many different benefits that you can get. All right, great. Let's touch on also relationships in terms of like friendships and actual relationships. So first question, do you have like a partner?
No.
Scott, I would say that definitely does have an impact on training as well. I always find that people that are in relationships, if one of them doesn't train, the other one, it's so much harder for them to go.
Yeah.
So now, like you, when you do get a partner, would you look for someone that trains at the moment, or you wouldn't really?
No, I want someone
that
trains.
I guess that's not because you train. It's like you need someone that's on the kind of that same
operating on the same
wavelength as you. All right, good. And I'll say the same thing with like friendships, because like if you're going to the gym, your friend might be like, like bun the gym, like let's go out, kind of thing. If you've got someone that understands your journey, I feel like it's always a lot better as well. All right, cool. Have you got any questions for me actually?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay. Let's go into this.
What made you decide to become a PT?
Oh, that's a great question.
Let the people know.
So in terms of my fitness journey, I started when I was 15. So I first went in the gym when I was 15. My journey was a bit different. I was fortunate enough to I was start training with like older people. So like they were like 19, 20 at the time as I was going in. Really enjoyed it, but my main thing was football. So I wasn't really pushing heavy weights. It was more so doing like strength and conditioning and stuff. And then I qualified when I was 17, so quite young. And then I got injured about 19, 20. And then I thought, okay, cool, what am I going to do? I started training people outside. And I think the main thing is like taking people from A to B and seeing how much it affected them. And I was enjoying it at the same time. So I was like, well, okay, I can really like make changes to people's life. And then that's when I really started to be like, okay, cool, I can actually do this as like a career kind of thing. And then 2 weeks ago, like I've made this like my full-time thing. So I can't wait for the growth and kind of see where it takes it. So that's what kind of made me start, to be honest. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So, congratulations on going full-time, by the way.
Yeah, it was a big step, but I'm happy I kind of made that decision. to kind of start. In terms of gym, have you had any like bad experiences though? Because I heard a lot of like horror stories of like girls in particular going to the gym and guys just act weird or like other bad experiences that I've heard from like previous clients.
No, my experience have been
good.
Like if someone's acting weird, I don't know. I'm looking at
yourself. Yeah.
I don't know what anyone else is doing.
Because I know as well a lot of people go to the gym to like, I don't know, move to girls or vice versa.
Yeah,
even sometimes I'm like, the gym's there to
like,
kind of get to
that's
work.
like, what's it? Have you heard like people joining running clubs?
I've been seeing it. That's the new Hinge.
Yeah,
to
meet someone.
Literally, you don't even need Hinge or Tinder anymore. You can just go straight to a run club. But I feel like the run clubs are doing really well. Like people that I've not seen that have been active, like from knowing them from like a younger age. I don't like, I've never seen you run in my life, but now that you're growing up, I guess it's like, it's a community in a way.
Yeah.
Everyone running together, it kind of gets people into that motion of kind of like running and stuff.
Yeah.
But what made you kind of start your fitness journey? So you started your fitness journey at, I think we're the same age, 27? Yeah. What made you start your fitness journey at 27? And what was you doing kind of prior to that? So how did things look like before that?
So prior to that, I was doing nothing. I didn't run for the bus. I was just like, I'm too young to be this weak, this stiff. Like, no, I need to get it together. And I decided like I've done like, you know, like these influencers post like a challenge, like 2-week shred something.
Yeah.
I'd try some of those, but then I'd stop after like a few days. I was like, no, this is silly. Like you're getting older, you need to take care of your health. Considering 100%. I work in healthcare as well, so I'm seeing what happens when you don't. I was like, I need to get it together. But yeah, I just got sick and tired of my own rubbish. So I was like, it's time to make a change, trying to do something different.
And I hear it because it's great because it's like the way you spoke like so highly about your mum. When you then have a family and stuff, I guess your kids or like people around you kind of look up to you and say, okay, cool, I want to also train as well. Going back into like you said, you work into healthcare. So how does that look like? Because I know your shift patterns, but like for people that don't, how do you? So first of all, what are your shift patterns? How does your work schedule look? Let's go into that.
I work 12-hour shifts, anywhere from 2 days in the week to up to 4 days in the week. If I want to do like an extra shifts, I could do up to 6 days if I wanted to.
Okay.
I'll never do that. I did 5 one time. It almost killed me. I was like, never again. But yeah, I switched between day and night shifts. So I can literally go, I think sometime like next week I have a shift. So I'm doing a day shift. And then the next day I'm doing 2 night shifts. Yeah. So balancing that with working out, I think that's also why it's been a bit up and down. Like after a shift, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Before a shift, I'm not doing anything.
Because what time would you, so let's say in a night shift, for example, what time would you start and finish, let's say?
So a night shift, I start 7:30 p.m. and then finish 8 a.m.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you're wiped out by the time you're
not doing that.
Done. In terms of that field, how did you get into healthcare? And what made you actually get into healthcare?
So I'm actually a healthcare assistant. The goal is to become a nurse.
Okay.
So I thought, let me become a healthcare assistant and see if this nursing thing is for me, if it's something I want to do, because I change my mind a lot. Okay. Well, so far so good. Yeah. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone knows about like the pressures of the NHS, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. And I tell people, someone works in the NHS, please take care of your health. Yeah.
Please. Hence, once you start your fitness journey, which is a
please.
Good time. Okay, so how did that look like getting into healthcare? Like, did you go to university? What did you study at college?
No, so I didn't go to uni. At college, what did I even study? I did drama.
Oh, okay.
Business. I think I did business, media. So I did a lot. I just kept switching. So I didn't know what I wanted to do. So which is why I didn't go to uni. I just went to work. I got my first full-time job at 19 and I've been working ever since. I think originally I wanted to be a teacher. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do. I know I don't want to work in an office. That was my first job, working in an office.
Okay.
It was all right, but this desk life is not for me. So 9 to 5 is for me. And then I saw position was available for the job I'm currently at.
Okay.
And then I applied.
Okay.
I got it.
Good.
And here we are.
How long have you been doing that for then? So
Almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in October.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Going back onto fitness as well. Like, how do you find it? Obviously, because for guys, it's totally different. Like training around your menstrual cycle and stuff like that. And what are the struggles with that? I feel like it'd be good for the guys watching and also other women watching, and they can kind of get tips and advice of you and how you deal with that.
Yeah. So honestly, I didn't know like how much it can until like a few months ago, how much it can affect like you training. Because we don't learn this stuff in school. We don't learn. I didn't know this. It's only because people posting stuff on social media. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. But I noticed like around like my period, my energy is low. Like I'm not trying to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go out anywhere. The weights feel heavier. I was thinking just last week, like this was light. This is feeling like heavier. What's going on? My energy is very, very low. The cravings are mad. I just want to eat like bread and burgers and pizza. And trying to stick to that calorie deficit can be very difficult. But I realised like, okay, if I go a bit over, it's not the end of the world.
100%.
I cannot come and kill myself.
And I guess like it's not gonna really have impact on your goals as long as you're consistent throughout like the rest of the month.
Exactly.
I know a lot of women have the cravings of like chocolate and carbs is like the main two things. So what I always advise women, for like any woman watching up on the podcast right now, is like he said, just taking like longer rest in between sets. Like listening to your body. So if you do need to take a couple of days off, take it off. Change your workouts. If you are doing something high intense, knock it down to low intense and stuff like yoga and stuff like that as well. To kind of you're still actively working, but you're not putting your body through like that crazy stress, which you normally would do if you wasn't on there. What other barriers would you say? Not barriers, but what other struggles would you say you had before, which you've kind of overcome since training?
I think training has helped just in general with like my discipline. I'll be honest, I'm not very disciplined. But I realised like I have to things like, I was meal prepping before, but sometimes I fall off. Like me and Uber Eats, me and delivery, we go together. I'm telling you. So I was like, I need to be disciplined. I need to like go to the shop, get the ingredients, get the stuff I need, cook it, make sure like I've planned my meals accordingly.
100%.
Pack my gym bag the night before, so I'm not faffing about in the morning. Next thing you know, 2 hours is gone. I haven't gone to the gym. I'm like, no, I'll go later, and the day's gone, and I've done nothing. So I think it's helped me to be a bit more organised, a bit more disciplined. I just think in general, like training, going to the gym, the discipline, it transcends to other areas of your life.
And I guess it's good because kind of like I've got you told accountable as well. It's like, you know, I'm going to check in. Let's talk about that. So on my coaching platform, I can actually see kind of what days people have gone gym, sessions they're completed. Rachel's laughing because she knows I'm onto her, especially now that, you know, after I just get used full time, I'm even onto her even more. So how is that, like, obviously, because you were saying before how like when you started training, it was easy for you to kind of, you had a gym membership for a year and a half, you didn't really go. Now that you've got someone there to hold you accountable, at least be like, what happened on this? Because I'm like, what happened this week? Like, you went 3 days a week, 1 week, next week's like one session a week, what kind of happened? Like, how much does that help? Like,
I think that's definitely helped, even if it's just means I go 1 rather than 0. It's better than what I was doing before. So having someone there to keep you accountable and ask like, what's going on? Is there anything I can help with? Do we need to adjust something? It really does make a difference and just help with overall consistency.
Cool. So let's even talk about like your plan, because you said you can train 3 days a week. So what do you do? Let's talk about what you do on those 3 days. Obviously, I know because I put in your plan, but kind of how does your training split look like at the moment?
So right about now, we've got leg day, we've got push, pull. I don't like those two. And a full body, which that one I like, but Yeah.
Yeah. And there's always people always ask me kind of what training split they should go on or what they should do. I would always recommend like trying different splits, but try and program your routine based off of your goals really. Like I said, change because one thing that will work for one person, one woman, but will not work for the next woman. So it's always good to kind of change it around on there. Yeah. What about to finish off like last few finishing points? What kind of would you give yourself any advice like if you was like 18-year-old Rachel or anything like looking back now? Is there anything that you change or any advice you'll give yourself back then?
Just in general.
Yeah, just in general. To be fair, like not even
Ooh.
doesn't really have to be like fitness related. It can be like anything in general because there's some stuff that I would do differently if I was like 18.
18-year-old Rachel, I'd say stop putting weight on the opinion of what other people think. Do your own thing. You have your own lane. Your journey is different from everybody else's. You don't need to compare yourself. I would also tell 18-year-old me to just go for it. Like, you don't have to know everything or be perfect to start or do something. Everyone has to start somewhere. So just go for it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but that's an opportunity for you to learn and for you to grow. And I would tell 18-year-old me, I'm fine just the way I am. Yeah, and just keep pushing forward, keep striving.
Love that. I think that was a perfect way to actually end off on there. But thank you everyone for tuning in. If you have got this far, make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me on social media as well. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It'll be somewhere here on the screen. But thank you once again. You got anything to add to finish off?
Yeah, guys, make sure you sign up with Darnell.
I forgot about that bit. But she's done it for me. Yeah, make sure you do. That's another personal trainer, but mainly online coach, helping women along their goals, helping them with confidence, and just helping them getting started. So yeah, thank you for adding that bit. I can't believe I forgot that bit. But no, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode. And again, if you do want to join in or you are interested on jumping on the pod, just drop me a message and we'll get you in. Thank you, guys. See you on the next episode.